everybody, Jason here, and I want to welcome you to this year's Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown. And in this kickoff episode, it's getting cold in here. I better brace myself for the death chill because we're taking a look at the brand new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Garraka costume from Disguise and available over on HalloweenCostumes.com. And when it comes to this full body costume, I'd be lying if I told you I was not excited to try it on. I mean, taking a look at the bag that it comes in, it's got a mask with massive horns, big claws, and let's face it, the lower half here, while it's described as a robe, it's pretty much a dress. And longtime viewers of Ghostbusters News, you know when it comes to the Halloween countdown, I've got no problem in wearing a dress. And there's so much to this costume. When I was opening up, the bag pretty much just tore open. And wait a minute here, are the horns a separate piece? Oh, they are. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So yeah, the actual Garraka mask and the horns, they are in fact two separate pieces. So if you just want to run around your house looking like this, and I mean, who wouldn't, you can totally do so. Listen, it may be a little too early in the season for me to herald this as my favorite Halloween costume of 2024, but yeah, this is going to be hard to beat, especially considering, again here, that you can wear the horns without the rest of the costume. I mean, instead of being tall, dark, and horny, I can be balding, pale, and horny, because, again, I've got the horns. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the mask now. And having the mask in hand, on the front here, we've got a print of Garraka's face with the blue eyes and a closed mouth. Also note there's no cut eye holes. Instead, the fabric, it just stretches when on, allowing some decent, albeit limited visibility through the mask. And can we just take a quick second here? I mean, you're watching this. How absurd, how ridiculous does this look? I love it. And here is the full body costume, and as I said earlier, it's pretty much a dress or a robe. You just kind of step into it. It does up in the back by the use of some Velcro, and in some fun added detail, I actually like the fact that the lower portion, it drags on the floor. Okay, so before I get fully dressed up here, another piece of the costume are these foam hands. These attach just by elastic bands, and I quite like that, as if they were rubber gloves, yeah, it would make everything a lot more cumbersome. And wait a minute, do you hear that? Is that chanting? Oh no! Excuse me there, let me repeat myself. The death chill, it has been unleashed, and here I am, fully decked out as Garraka. And in having the costume on here, it does show off the all-over printed details. That includes both Garraka's torso there with his kind of skinny body and also the robe. Now when I first saw this costume online, I didn't think too much of it. It got a little bit of a chuckle out of me. I thought, hey, maybe it would be fun to take a look at as part of this year's Halloween countdown. But in actually having it in hand, I know I've already said it here, but this is absurd. It's ridiculous, and I love it. And further adding to the absurdity, I'm pretty much blind without my glasses, so yeah, there we go. Hi. Now, if you'd like the power to kill by fear itself and unleash the death chill buying this Garraka costume, again, it is made by Disguise and is available over on HalloweenCostumes.com. We have that link down below in the description. And strangely, this is not going to be the only Garraka costume that we're going to be taking a look at as part of this year's Halloween countdown. As Halloween Costumes, they actually made their very own exclusive that looks quite a bit different. Which one is going to be better? Well, be sure to keep it locked here to Ghostbusters News on YouTube for a battle of dueling Garraka costumes. And that's all I've got for you for this one. Be sure to subscribe and...
Your spine, your senses don't deceive you. Call up the guys who are ready to believe you. The number's 5552368. you call? Let's get something straight. What do you do when the ghosts have been busted? Is it the source universally trusted? If you've got a case of Ghostbusting blues, the cure for sure is Ghostbusters news. Jason's the guy who's doing